So the new Samsung Galaxy A55 is finally here, so let's check it out. I got mine in ice blue and 8GB and 128GB of storage version. So let's open it up first. Okay, so in the packaging you got the phone itself wrapped in paper packaging like this. Then also the box with guest manual and also your SIM card tool, as well as your charger cable here as well. So it uses Type-C charger cable, however it doesn't have a power adapter, only this. Okay, and the phone itself in the paper packaging here. So quite a huge phone actually. So this is a ice blue version, and it actually looks pretty much like white. It doesn't look blue. On the sides maybe it looks bluish. So you got a full metal body here. It does have some kind of plastic wrapping around it to protect it in shipping, I guess. So we have to remove that. So yeah, and the phone itself looks really nice indeed. So, and also it feels very good in the hand. It actually feels very premium in the hand, I would say. So again, you got a full metal build. You got aluminium chassis around it. So on the cheaper A35 you got plastic. However, this is full metal and it feels very nice indeed. So you got your Type-C charger port here, probably a hole for speaker, two buttons, and they're kind of protruded basically by the design feature here. So 3 cameras as well and a flashlight. On the top you got your SIM card hole basically here. It looks kind of whitish instead of blue. So yeah, maybe the frame looks bluish, but it's pretty much white on the back. Also I got glass back here as well on it. Also this color is very nice because you don't really see fingerprints on it very much. So it stays pretty much clean. When you compare to the blue ones, this is not the A55 but the lower end one, you can see the fingerprints pretty much. Yeah, they look terrible after some time, so it always looks kind of dirty. So I really suggest to get this color because not only it looks great, you can't really see fingerprints on the glass back as well. Also the bezels look pretty good on this phone. When you compare to the cheaper ones, you can see that quite a lot of smaller bezels indeed. So pretty cool, and yeah, nice looking hole punch design as well. I finished setting up the phone and we can check it out. So we got a basic Samsung experience that you get on pretty much all other Samsung phones, and when scrolling through things there, the phone actually feels very snappy, and you got 120 Hz display on this phone, so it looks actually pretty good. And these are menus here. So let's see, settings. Okay, so everything responds very fast, as you would expect on this phone. So yeah, so far looks very good indeed. So also let's check out the specs quickly. So it has got the Exynos 4080 processor. Compared to the previous A54, it's around 30% faster from the online tests I could see. Also with this new CPU, you got also faster 5G speeds. They're pretty fast anyway on the older one, but they're even faster on this one. You also get 8GB or 12GB of RAM of version with these phones, and also 128 or 256 gigs of internal storage. Then also you got a dual SIM card, and you can also expand the storage here as well. Okay, let's pop out the SIM card tray. So you got a place for one SIM card here on this side, and when we flip it over, we got a choice for SIM card 2 or a micro SD card. Actually, I'm not sure if this has got one SIM card, sorry, two SIM cards, actually three SIM cards, because this can also use eSIM, so I'm quite confused. Also, when we check this. We got a rubber gasket here as well, pretty good. So this has got also a very good waterproof rating as well. So that's nice. So it does indeed looks like we can use even 3 SIM cards on this phone, or even more, because we can add unlimited eSIMs on this phone. So good job, Samsung. Also, the phone has got 5000 milliamp battery, so which is quite huge. And on these phones, the battery lasts for absolute ages. These are probably one of the best phones when you want a long battery life. So, and also 25-watt charger speeds. You only get the regular charging, and you do not get wireless charging on this phone, which is a real shame since this is quite expensive phone. So yeah, I don't know why that they don't have wireless charging, as I expected to have one. So also it has got stereo speakers, which we'll test later, and MSC and all kinds of cool stuff. So about the screen, so it's 6.6 inches across, and as you see, the bezels are actually quite good on this phone. And it's AMOLED display, Super AMOLED as they call it, and has got HDR10 Plus support on this phone. On that A55, which is a bit cheaper than this one, you don't get this HDR10 Plus basically. And also the peak brightness is 1000 nits. Yeah, maybe expected a bit more from this price range phone, but it's probably acceptable. Also, the screen to body ratio is pretty good, and resolution also is good. So for protection, we got Gorilla Glass Victus on the front, and also for the glass back. So it's pretty well protected actually, and very good basically protection level on this phone. Also, unfortunately, you do not get a power adapter like this in the box, so that's a real shame, and this costs like 25 euros, which is quite ridiculous. Anyway, since I purchased this phone on the first day of release, they included this adapter. However, you won't get when you purchase your phone basically, so that kind of sucks. Anyway, let's check out the camera. We got various modes here, portrait modes. So, and also the cameras on this should be pretty decent probably. So I will make a better camera test review if you want to check out my channel basically. So video resolution, we got so 4K at 30 frames maximum. Again, yeah, I expected maybe a bit more frames for this price range. Or yeah, on the photo side, we got 50 megapixel sensor on the main. However, obviously now the megapixel count doesn't really mean anything. Okay, let's talk about these camera setups. So you got a main sensor, it's 50 megapixels, and here's basically more. And also I have compared it to the a bit cheaper A35. So both of them has got 50 megapixel sensor. However, the main sensor on this compared to the A35 is actually a bit bigger, so you can expect more light shining through in the sensor and getting better picture quality and video as well. So also a good 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. Again, on the A35 it's only 8 megapixels, and also smaller sensor here, and macro cameras are basically the same for both models. And a big upgrade is the selfie camera. So you get 32 megapixel camera, while on the A35 only 13. And obviously the sensor size also I saw is better on this higher end A55. So kind of cool. Okay, let's check out the screen. So this should be pretty good screen actually. And yeah, looks pretty good actually. And I tested the sound quality, and also the sound looked pretty good as well on this phone. Again, much better than on the cheaper ones, A series. So yeah, can't complain at all about the picture quality. Okay, let's check out another video. So maybe a bit different here. So in real life it actually probably looks better than in the camera, you can see, but yeah, the panel is fairly good actually. I wouldn't say it's the best in the class, since I have definitely seen better panels. However, yeah, it's pretty good actually. So considering this is not a flagship phone, yeah, quite decent. Again, maybe I was expecting a bit better panel for the price I paid for this phone. However, yeah, with time this phone should get cheaper probably. By the way, on the release date I paid 455 euros for this phone, which again it's quite salty really. So, and when you compare to the cheaper A35, I would still get this A55 as it's better. It has got better build quality and cameras overall. So the phone itself is good, but the price really isn't good. Anyway, as you know, with Samsungs, after you wait like 1 or 2 months, the price drops significantly. So I expect to maybe to get a bit over 300 euros in maybe 2 months. So yeah, as you know, the price drop on Samsung phones extremely fast. So I would suggest maybe wait a bit longer till the price becomes more affordable for this phone. So let's check out the sound quality. And it gets quite loud actually. One speaker here. So as you saw, I put in especially the track because it really tests these speakers very well, and even at the highest volume basically the speakers were still very good and there was barely any distortions, and these probably are one of the best speakers I have ever seen on Samsung phones. So you also get a second speaker here at the top. You can't really even see it, maybe you can see in the video, but it's so tiny. And the sound quality is fairly loud and actually very good quality as well. So overall, a really nice phone indeed. However, I would wait till it gets a bit cheaper, as it's kinda overpriced a bit at this price, I would say. So anyway, the phone itself is very good and the build quality is very good and it feels extremely good in the hands. And yeah, I'm happy that I actually got this A55 instead of the A35, because this has got a full metal aluminium build on the sides here and it really feels nice in the hand. So yeah, I would definitely get this A55 over A35, because when you take these plastic phones in your hands, they do feel quite a bit cheap, and when you hold both them, yeah, you obviously get quite a better feeling on this A55. By the way, this is not A35, this is even cheaper one, but the build quality on the A35 I guess is pretty much the same as this one. So this is a cheap phone, and yeah, make sure to get this A55 as the price difference really isn't that huge. You got way better cameras, a way better CPU, RAM, and basically much nicer build quality as well. So yeah, if this was helpful, make sure to hit the like button. See you!